Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about the gut health diet. We're going to talk about what you should be eating and what you should not be eating if you have been diagnosed with any type of gut condition, or even if you just want to improve your overall health. So stay tuned. If you are new here, welcome. I'm a doctor. I'm an endocrinologist, a diabetes specialist. And if you're new here, please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. So, what is a gut health diet? Well, your gut health diet is one that promotes the growth of good bacteria in your gut and limits the growth of bad bacteria in your gut. So, the foods that you eat play a big role in determining whether you have more good bacteria or more bad bacteria. The first thing you want to do is eat more fiber. Fiber is great for your gut. It feeds the good bacteria in your gut, so it helps them grow and multiply. So, what foods are high in fiber? Well, fruits and vegetables are high in fiber. Beans are very high in fiber. Whole grains are also another great source of fiber. And you want to make sure that you drink plenty of water when you're consuming these high fiber foods. Also, if you're not used to eating a lot of fiber, you want to slowly increase the amount of fiber because doing it too quickly can cause bloating, gas, and even abdominal pain. Another thing you want to do is consume foods that contain prebiotics. Prebiotics are basically food for the probiotics, the good bacteria, so it's like giving them fertilizer. So what foods are high in prebiotics? Well, bananas are a great source of prebiotics. Asparagus, onions, leek, and garlic also contain prebiotics. And lastly, whole grains also contain prebiotics, so make sure to add these foods to your diet if you want to promote the growth of good bacteria. Next, you want to make sure to eat foods that contain probiotics. Probiotics are live bacteria. They're good bacteria, and you want to make sure that you get enough of them. If you're not getting enough probiotics, you're more likely to have an overgrowth of bad bacteria in your gut, which can lead to all sorts of digestive problems. Now, you can get probiotics through fermented foods. You can get them through foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso. You can also take them in supplement form, and this is a great way to increase your intake of probiotics. But I always recommend that you try to get them through food first, meaning if you can eat foods that contain probiotics, make sure to eat those foods before taking a probiotic supplement. And there's no harm in taking a probiotic supplement. The next thing you want to do is avoid foods that contain a lot of sugar. Sugar is bad for your gut. It feeds the bad bacteria in your gut, and that can lead to an overgrowth of bad bacteria and lead to all sorts of digestive problems. So what foods contain a lot of sugar? Well, soda is a great example. Sugary juices are also a great example. And even sugary alcoholic beverages like cocktails, beer, and wine. All of these foods are high in sugar, and they are bad for your gut. Make sure to limit or avoid them altogether if you have any type of gut condition. The next thing you want to do is avoid artificial sweeteners. So some people will say, well, I'm not eating sugar, right? So I'm fine. Well, actually, you may be consuming a lot of sugar without even realizing it. That's because many foods contain added sugars. So what you want to do is read the labels, because sometimes the food may not taste sweet, but it may have a lot of added sugars. So make sure to read the labels and avoid foods that contain a lot of added sugar. Now, some people will say, well, I'm not eating table sugar, right? I'm not eating candy. Well, you may be surprised to know that many foods contain added sugars. It's very common, so make sure to read the labels and avoid foods that contain added sugars. Lastly, you want to avoid processed foods. Processed foods are bad for your gut. They can lead to leaky gut, and they can also promote the growth of bad bacteria in your gut. So make sure to avoid processed foods. Eat whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible. So by following these simple tips, you can improve your gut health and hopefully improve your overall health. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.